discussion on understanding the planetary placements in different divisional charts. In this video, we will try to understand the placement of Venus in the 11th house of the D9 chart or the Navamsa chart. So okay guys, before we will start our discussion on today's current topic, the two contributing elements to understand this discussion are, first we will try to understand the significations, the features of Venus in Vedic astrology in our lives. Then we will try to do a quick revision of whatsoever we have studied about D9 chart so far in this playlist. And then afterwards, we will continue our discussion on today's current topic. So friends, if you have to understand the significations of Venus. So Venus represents beauty, elegance, charm, all form of comforts, enjoyment, happiness, luxury. So these all are the qualities which we attach with Venus. Venus just tells about how much tact, diplomacy you have in your decision making. When we talk about whether you have the potential to benefit from the feminine influence in your life, you have to see the condition of Venus in someone's natal chart. And at the same time, Venus's strong influence on someone's natal moon can bless the native with a good descending taste in this life. Venus's strong influence on someone's ascendant can make native's personality bit charming, bit attractive. And at the same time, if you will find Venus's strong influence in someone's house of profession or house of finances, income, then in those situations, native could have a career or livelihood in fashion, media, art, entertainment. So native can also gain in all these fields. So I mean to say, how much devoted you are going to be in relationship, how much you are going to get benefited, how much happiness you are going to derive out of relationships in your life. So for all of that, you have to see the condition of Venus in someone's chart. Now guys, if you have to understand the significations of D9 chart. So D9 chart is a highly spiritual chart which you can understand as that it is the 9th division of the zodiac sign from your ascendant chart. So I mean to say, the first feature of D9 chart is that it just tells about the true dignity of the planets. Like for example, if in your ascendant chart, whatever you are seeing the condition of the planets, that is the picture of the condition of the planets above the surface. But if you want to understand their true roots, their strength to actually manifest the results, you have to validate their condition in the D9 chart as well. The second feature of the D9 chart is that just because it's a highly spiritual chart, it tells about your luck prospects of your fortune, and at the same time your spiritual potential. And the third feature of D9 chart is that it tells about your matrimonial life. All comprehensive information about your matrimonial life, how much devoted you are going to be in your sole purpose in this lifetime. And guys, like the way I have already explained this thing in this playlist, that whatsoever is actually going to happen or manifest in your life, all of that information you always get from the ascendant chart. But when we try to look into more finer, deeper details in the form of studying these corresponding divisional charts, we just try to understand the forces working behind. So okay guys, now if any point of time you will find Venus's placement in the 11th house of the D9 chart, so this can be seen as a very good placement. Like the way, for example, as I was telling you about that Venus tells about our happiness quotient. So I mean to say, definitely native is going to benefit out of his social interaction, social dealings in the society. Any form of club membership, large group association can benefit the native. Native can actually utilize all of his contacts, all of his influence to progress in life, to fulfill his wishes, fulfill his desires. And I mean to say, if you will try to understand the true nectar of happiness in the mindset of the native, that could be attached to his social interaction, his public image in the society, you can also look at it from that ways. I mean to say guys, this placement can be seen as a very blessed placement where all these people who tend to remain very lucky in becoming the center of attention of any group, becoming the glue of any group. And I mean to say, these are among those people who have a very likable personality, who get liked by people in whichever group they are living in or whichever group they are part of. You can also look at it from that ways. Now guys, important is that, see, you have to understand that on which level the planetary vibrations are manifesting in the life of the native. I mean to say, whatever direction you will get to know by studying the ascendant chart. completely. So, and by getting an idea about the evolutionary level of the soul of the native, so you can fairly see that the natives energies are working more on the sattva level, rajas level, tamas level. I mean to say, when we talk about the sattva level, so like all those people who are completely devoted on the spiritual path, their unconditional love with the divine, so even for them, becoming a part of all the like large group activities with their guru brother, guru bhai, with all those people in the spiritual retreats, and those relationship could help native in his spiritual path in this lifetime. If you have to understand the manifestation of the energies on a rajasic level, so guys, on a rajasic level, I have already explained it to you that in order to progress in life, native's social influence can help him. His charm, his magnetism can actually help the native. And guys, if you have to understand it from the perspective of the tamasic manifestation of this placement. So guys, when we talk about in the Western culture, where open relationship is a accepted norm, so I mean to say, even in those kind of scenarios, this placement can actually help the native. You can also look at it from that ways. Now guys, if you have to understand this placement and if you have to tailor it down specifically from the perspective of the matrimonial life or native's attitude in the relationship, so I mean to say guys, when we talk about the 11th house is the house of friendship, your social dealing, large group activities. So I mean to say, this placement can actually help the native or could give the native a mindset where native wants to actually marry someone with whom native shares a good camaraderie, good rapport, good friendship. So friendship is definitely going to be the key in the relationship. And I mean to say guys, when we talk about like in today's day and age, when we see all those content creators who are creating videos together, doing all the fun activities, I'm talking about the couples. So all those kind of couples who are creating content videos, who are going on travels, helping each other, encouraging each other to meet their life's goals, fulfill their goals in this lifetime. So I mean to say, all these could be the flavor of someone's matrimonial life or could be native's relationship to extracted definition of happiness in the relationship. You can also look at it from that ways. So friends, I mean to say, in native's case, let's say for example, if someone is single, native will not mind for waiting to find that perfect partner to enter his or her life, or let's say for example, with whom native shares a very good rapport before getting into the matrimonial bond. You can also look at it from that ways. And guys, like the way I was telling it to you that, when we were trying to understand the tamasic side of the manifestation of this placement, so you can also understand it from that ways that just because natives too much social interaction in this lifetime, definitely native has to make a fine balance between how much time is he giving to his friends, his social dealings, and how much time is he contributing or distributing or giving it to his partner. And like the way I was telling it to you that when we talk about the 11th house and the placement of Venus in the 11th house, you need to have a very clear mindset between the difference, the difference between a platonic relationship, unconditional relationship, and the true love. So there, the native has to have a very discerning mindset in order to differentiate between or not get confused between a platonic relationship, getting confused it with love and trying to spoil the relationship. So these all could be the vulnerable or red flag areas which native has to give attention to. In whomsoever's chart, you will find this placement in the D9 chart. And friends, as you know that when we talk about in the original Kalpurush Kundli, the 11th house belongs to the most humanitarian philanthropic sign of Aquarius. So I mean to say, this placement can also be seen as a very blessed placement where it is definitely going to help the native relationship, matrimonial path, or native's devotion to his cause, to his sole purpose in this lifetime, can actually help the native in order to always be in the path of self-improvement, able to do something good for the society jointly in the form of his relationship and the theme of his relationship or his partner equally contributing and encouraging the native to do something good for the society. So even from that perspective, this placement can be seen as very dignified. Like the way guys I was telling it to you that when we talk about the planetary alignments in the D9 chart, we try to understand it or look at it from a very intangible way, and the deeper reverberating qualities, vibrating qualities of the planets. So let's say, for example, if in native's main ascendant chart, the planetary alignments is indicating a profession or career in artistic and creative fields. So if you will also have the same placement, like placement of Venus in the D9 chart in the 11th house, so this placement can actually help the native in order to get popular easily, get liked by the people, his followers very easily, and at the same time having good discerning taste, having good artistic creative talents, because even from the 11th house Venus is going to aspect the 5th house of artistic and creative talents as well. So even from all of that perspective, this placement can be seen as a very good sign or very good placement of Venus to be in the D9 chart. So guys, at the end I just want to give this one contributing point only, that at the time of finding your soul partner, you have to give attention to the public life of the native, because your matrimonial theme is definitely going to be filled with all of your common friends coming to your house, celebrating all those important occasions, going for travels. So I mean to say, if you or your personality is not like that, or the person whom you are running into, the person's your prospective matches personality is not like that, then it could create some rift in the relationship. So you have to give attention to that. But otherwise, from all perspective, having a charming personality, having good artistic creative talents, and a matrimonial life filled with common mutually supported goals and all the fun related activities. So from all of that perspective, finding a true friend in the form of your partner, so from all of that perspective, this placement can be seen as a very good sign. So this is something, guys, which I wanted to share as a part of my inputs for this placement of Venus in the D9 chart. For further more updates and notifications on the science of astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Thank you.